FaZe Banks just scammed Adin. He stepped down from FaZe Clan, and now we got a lot of unemployed news to talk about.
Just listen.
Dude, can I talk about that?
Talk about what?
Why am I down money?
Because people are using you to sell. People are using your buy as like a spot to sell.
I'm
It's
down
just-
12 grand.
It's okay.
It'll go up.
People have been expecting this moment all day. 'Cause again, we're so a lot of people bought MLG probably today, expecting you were gonna buy it and using the event of you buying it to sell it. But it's fine. Again, this is something that we're all positioned in for good reasons. There's a lot of reasons to be excited about a position like MLG.
So, basically, we robbed you, and we took 90% of your investment. But it's fine, you know. We're making millions off it, so it's all good. FaZe Banks just ended his career over what he did to Adin. FaZe CEO and owner Banks is being exposed for knowingly rug pulling his friend Adin live on stream, then shamelessly blaming him. We got a lot to unpack, so let's get into it. FaZe Banks is the former CEO of FaZe, a former YouTuber, and a current crypto investor. Banks has been on YouTube since 2013, and he got to start posting clip videos on COD. This got him picked up by Soar, a popular gaming clan back like 10 years ago, and then later he got put into FaZe. Eventually he started working more on his IRL content and collabing with other YouTubers and popular influencers, but his content creation started to die down, and he started to focus on crypto and the business side of FaZe. Most people know him now because he recently rebranded FaZe and put on for people such as Jason the Ween, Silky, and Blackboy Max. And we can't forget about Lacey Amron. One thing about Banks is that he always has connections. After rebranding FaZe, he started something called MLG Coin with Frank, Threads, and some other dude, I don't know. But Frank and Threads are very accomplished traders, and they have somewhat of a platform. When they marketed the coin, they chose Adin Ross as a big influencer to try and get people to buy the coin. I'm not going to say too much on Adin. He is the founder of the W&L community, which birthed Kai and Speed, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Adin is very public with his investments and even does some on stream. He's attracted fans that are investor, and I feel like the founders of MLG Coin saw this and wanted to use him. And with Banks already having a solid friendship with Adin, it made perfect sense. They went on Adin's stream and basically forced him to buy the coin.
Anyway, listen, if Adin Ross wanted to come max extract from crypto, he'd drop an Adin Ross coin, it would fucking pump, he'd dump his supply of it, he'd make a couple $1,000,000 doing nothing.
Well,
shitting on
if
his
I were to
fans.
ever do a coin, it'd be like how Trump did it. Right? Or is that a good way to say it? Did I just fuck up?
There's no, you didn't fuck up. There's no coin. Like, there's no reason to launch a coin.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
not
absolutely
launching.
under no circumstances.
You're not launching.
There's no, yeah, you don't have to stress about it. Also, you don't have to stress about like saying the wrong thing. Like,
This is an interesting
It's clear what it
experience for
This
me
is a great
too.
I'm not gonna lie, this might be the most manipulative thing I've ever seen. Alright, so I'm going to break down all of this crypto and investing stuff so y'all don't gotta use your brain stems. So when it seemed like Adin was gonna buy the coin, this led to Adin Ross's massive fan base and other just crypto investors seeing this as an opportunity to get in and buy the coin. This made it look like the coin was going to be super successful and make a lot of money. This led to the crypto coin dropping almost 100%. And while it's dropping on stream, they're telling him, oh Adin, it's okay, you're going to be fine, like we have no idea what's happening, but it'll be good. And you can argue that they didn't know this would happen, but I would have to disagree. History repeats itself, and I don't want to bring her up, but we gotta mention the Hawk Tuah girl. Banks is no stranger when it comes to these kind of scams. It's called a pump and dump scam, and he once went on the Hawk Tuah podcast to basically just console her and say everything's okay and educate her about what she did basically. So no one can tell me he didn't know what he did. The same thing happened in the Hawk Tuah scandal, where a celebrity was used to promote a coin, which is called a pump, and then there was a dump, which is where the insiders, the people who made the coin, sell it as soon as they feel like the coin peaked. But Banks knows about this, so this isn't some kind of blindside. Now, he did show his wallet, but at the same time, come on, man, we know you got some side accounts. Like, nobody's famous is showing their accounts like this. We know this. We know you got a couple accounts you dumped on. And even if he didn't truly sell on his own coin, the people in his camp did, which is just a terrible look. And the final nail in the coffin is that this is not Banks' first scam. CSGO used to be very popular, and FaZe Banks created a gambling site called CSGO Wild, where basically kids would gamble for these like very rare and very expensive skins. But the thing was, he rigged the odds so that most of the money would go to him, and they're just wasting their money. And he gained thousands, and the page gained $200,000 a day reportedly. So they were running it up off this. And now going back to the Adin drama, he blamed this all on Adin. So in a leaked screenshot from his group chat with his MOG coin people, he just exposed, I shouldn't even say exposed because it's not true, but he blamed and put all the accountability on Adin for this, even though it's his coin. Adin is someone that he got, and Adin lost like 96% of his money. And on top of that, the whole thing is just shiesty. You don't talk in front of someone you call your brother's back in a group chat full of a bunch of crypto nerds. That's weird, and Adin should definitely separate himself from Banks. He let all those nerds laugh in front of Adin's face, knowing that they were going to sell him as soon as he hit enter on buying that coin. And then when Adin was concerned, he basically gaslit Adin and made him feel like he was just helping his friend out and that he should just stick on it. But Banks did get some of his karma. After probably lying and saying that somebody was running a 40 to 50k smear campaign on him. Like, bro, nobody needs to get paid to do that. After getting exposed, Banks claimed to have sold all of his crypto, but we all know that's cap. But he stepped down from FaZe and he exited from the internet basically. So all the lies and backstabbing is gone, but we'll see what happens with Banks. He was the leader of FaZe Clan and probably is still leading it behind the scenes, so he will definitely be back. I hope he changes and learns to take accountability for his actions and to just have better decisions and judgment before roping his friends into something that could hurt their careers and lose them tons of money. But yeah, this is a shorter one for y'all boys. It's been 2 polls. I love y'all. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.